Okay, today I want to show you how to attach a source manually. This is the hardest way of doing it, but this is the way many of you have to do it if you don't have some. So to show you how to do that, I'm going to go out to Ancestry.com and we'll do a search for her. And I've already logged in. As you can see, I'm logged into Ancestry.com with my user ID. And so I'm going to go out and look at this marriage record. And I would like to view the image. Oh, look here, this source, there's an image for this person out on Family Search. So Ancestry.com goes to Family Search and looks for data because they're partners. But just for purpose of this discussion, I'm going to save this URL like this, because this is what I call a manual. So then I'll do a save, and to do that, I do a Control-C, okay? A Control-C. Now I'm going to go back to Ida V. Thomas. And I've looked at Ida V. Thomas. I'm going to go down to Sources. And I'm going to add another source for her. And we can say marriage record for Ida Victoria Thomas. And we can leave it at that. Then I've got a URL web page down here. So I'll just click here, and then I'm going to do a Control V, and it'll paste that in there. And I can say, this record was found on, I'll just say here, via Ancestry.com. It's from the Ohio County marriage record. And this record, her spouse's name, their marriage date and place, and the names of their parents. So that's why I'm doing that. Now, I can go down here and identify, this is where I could tag by, I'll say, well, it has their name, and I'd say name and sex, and I'm not sure of the births on it. So I'll just save it this way. So now I've saved it. And notice, here's the record I saved. So I can now click on that record like this. And you can see this is a URL that I copied from Ancestry.com. Now let's just see what happens when I go out to try and view that. Now I can view it. You need to have yours already be logged in, or it'll ask you to log in. And so now here's my record on Ancestry.com. Now this is the hard way, the manual way of doing it. Now if I go back here, we'll close this. Let's see if it was added to the source box. So I go to here, we'll look at my source box. And here is, see, it's automatically, when you're doing it manually, added to your source box. So that way you can use this to attach it to the marriage record. So we'll do that. So we'll go back. We'll go back to Ida Thomas. And we'll look here and we say, oh, Well, we know, let's go ahead and look here. There's no information there. So we'll need to look at, if we go and look at the source here to see who her husband was and everything, then we can get that information and update the marriage record. Okay, so that's basically the basic way of adding or attaching a source to an individual. You can do the same thing for when you're doing a detail for the parent-child relationship or for the marriage. You just do the same process, but you would be linked there where it says add. For example, if we went to here, we would go down here to the add source. Now, since I've already added it before and it's in the source box, I can attach it from the source box. So that's one of the benefits of adding it to the source box. So I can click on here. Select this, say I'm going to attach to that partnership, to the parent-child relationship. It asks me, well, why do I want to do that? And I say, this record provides the names of her parents. And so I can attach it like that. And I can go back to child relationship. And if I look out here on the child relationship record, I have a source. Now note, this source is not included in the count up here. There's 3 sources at the detail level, but that one source at the parent-child relationship is not included in this. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks, and I hope, now why don't you try adding some manually on your own. Thanks.